Yo, what's the dealio? It's your girl Angel Charda back again tonight with another video. First things first, thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so when I drop my new videos, y'all can go ahead and get on that. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. So I'm Angel Charda, and so today we're going to talk about something that's very important. Seasonal depression. It's something that you may have and you may not even know that you have it. So what is seasonal depression? Seasonal depression, I may drop a clinical vocabulary word in here or whatever, but just in simple terms, seasonal depression is when you out of nowhere kind of start to get depressed around certain times of the year. Now, it said that the winter months are the most common depressive months and things like that, but it just kind of varies per person. But for me, my seasonal depression definitely kicks in from October to about February. That's a long time. Now, last year, it was not as bad at all. I don't really remember it being this, being like that. Being all that bad. I was just in a new relationship and just found out I was pregnant. So everything was pretty cool. This year, everything is good too. My relationship is going good. Work is fine. My kids are great and healthy. I'm good. But for whatever reason, it's really triggering me this year. That's why I didn't really make a video about it last year. But this year is really kind of effing with me, and I'm really not too sure why. And I can't really tell you why these months bother me. Because I've had deaths in my family, but they weren't inside of these months. So again, I really don't know why. I can kind of think of some reasons why in the past, like I struggled the most during these times from October to February, but I really can't give you like a textbook answer or like a hands-on, I get depressed from October to February because of this reason. I can't give you that. What I can try to do is try to tell you how I've been dealing with it for the last couple of years. And honestly, it's first realizing it. First realize, okay, around this certain time of the year, and so it's, of course, we know a year is from January to December. If every year around the same month, around the same time, you start to get real irritable, real cranky, real sad, you start eating too much, you don't eat enough, you start sleeping too much, and you don't sleep enough. You start to notice a change in yourself. You may be going through seasonal depression. I'm not gonna say it's nothing that you need to go to therapy for, because everybody who knows me know I advocate for therapy all day. But it may be something that, okay, well, I'm currently in therapy, but I don't feel like this is something that I need to discuss with my therapist because it's going to be gone in a couple of months. Now, if it's something that's overwhelming you and you can't handle it alone, please go to therapy and go get some help for it. But for mine, it's nothing that I need to go get therapy for this situation. It'll be gone in a couple of months. And it's not just one thing. It's just a hormonal imbalance, I'm guessing. I don't really know what it is about. It getting dark early and some. I really don't know. So how to deal with it is, like I said, first thing first, realizing what it is. And, okay, it's your seasonal depression. It's going to go away in a couple of weeks, couple of months, and I'll be back to normal. Then try to figure out how to get ahead of it. I'm not getting ahead of it. I always try to say, realize what your triggers are before they trigger you or whatever. So if you are struggling with infertility, if you can't get pregnant, maybe when you're going through seasonal depression, you may not need to go to a gender reveal or a baby shower or things like that, because that can definitely be overwhelming. If you are dealing with some issues financially, you may not need to go on that trip with your friends because you may need the money. If you are going through a breakup and they're having game night, now that was a trigger for me. You may not need to go to that because, when it's over with, you may have these feelings and things like that. So realizing what triggers you and realizing, hey, I can't do X, Y, Z because that's going to make me feel a certain way. That's really big for me, and I'm so glad I've started doing that, realizing where my triggers are. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go there. It's gonna make me feel these type of things, and then, you know, so let's not do that. So that's number 2. The third thing is taking some time to yourself, or either finding a way to deal with it. So this year, I'm trying to figure out how am I going to deal with my seasonal depression. I don't really have time to be depressed. You know, I'm a mom of 2. I'm a girlfriend. You know, I got to work. I don't have time to be moping around. But I'm human, and I have emotions, and they obviously are real. But I've been really cranky lately, really snappy lately, really sad lately, and there's nothing wrong. Well, for the most part, you know, I got some hatred going on, but outside of it, you know, everything gravy. But, you know, nothing on the surface level that's making me this way. So I know it has to be seasonal depression. So I'm trying to think of different ways that I'm going to deal with this. I haven't really honestly figured it out. I know I'm going to probably be doing a lot of isolation. So there may be a lot of getting off of social media for 2-3 days at a time, or a lot of, I don't really know if I want to do Target runs. I'm trying to think of something. Maybe a lot of movies. I like movies a lot. So, but there's nothing in the movie theaters right now. So I'm probably binge watching a lot of different TV shows or something like that. And I like this, and then that's the thing, because I like this time of year. Now that I say this out loud, that might be why this triggers me so much, because in the past, well, ever since I became a mom, Halloween all the way to Valentine's Day, and then if you've seen my Valentine's Day video about how much I hate Valentine's Day, well, I like it now because I got a boyfriend, but that's probably why this season depresses me so much, because ever since I've had Chloe, I've always liked it, wanted to like these months, because from you have Halloween, then you have Thanksgiving, then you have Christmas, and then you have New Year's, and then you have Valentine's Day. There's 5 holidays back to back, right? So I've always wanted a family too, and I've always enjoyed Chloe, but in my mind and in my heart, I've always wanted to do things together as a family. And then with me being a single mom, my finances have not always been that great. So there's always been a lot of things I've always wanted to do during this time of the season, and I never could. You know, so for Halloween, our Halloween has always been okay. And then Thanksgiving, that triggers me sometimes in the past, because it's Thanksgiving, it's family. Get my family cool, but I've always wanted a family of my own, and I've always wanted to go to somebody else's house for family. I mean, somebody else's family house for Thanksgiving. You know, of course, you know, I wanted a boyfriend to go. Because when I grew up inside of my household for holidays, we always went to my grandma's house, and then we always went to my mama's house, and then we always went to my dad's mama's house. And so I grew up in a household like that. So naturally, I've always wanted that too for my children. But of course, I couldn't do that with Chloe because, you know, whatever. So Thanksgiving was kind of okay, and then Christmas rolls back around. So then I may have had finances issues, this and that to the third, and I may not have been able to give her everything I wanted, and that really kind of bothers you. And then year after year after year after year. So I think somewhere along those lines, after, you know, about 3-4 years of that, I think it kind of started to really affect me. Like, oh my God, it's this time of the year again. And, you know, now I'm having all these feelings again. So now since I talked this out loud, I'm pretty sure that that's where it came from. Like, oh my God, it's this time of the year again. And as much as I wanted to enjoy it, I couldn't enjoy it because of my circumstances. But now everything is fine. So like I said, last year we were able to go to my boyfriend's family for Thanksgiving and for Christmas and things like that, and it was really fun. And we actually spent New Year's Eve in the bed asleep. I can upload that TikTok video in here for y'all. Like, we would sleep for New Year's. I was pregnant, and so yeah, so this year I feel the same way. I'm really excited about Thanksgiving again. You know, we have all these family events coming up. Well, let's go back. We have Halloween is actually, you know, this Friday, Saturday. And so we have about 3 Halloween parties that we're invited to, and then Thanksgiving is coming up, and then Christmas, and it's gonna be a lot different this year because now I have this little bitty fat juicy baby, and he's not gonna be excited about the Christmas presents, but I am. And so it's gonna be a lot better, but that's for me. So for you, like I said, figure out what triggers you. Okay, so figure out during your season of depression, what is it that bothers you the most about this season and why. You're gonna have to figure out why, baby. I don't know how to figure. I can't figure out the why for you. Like I said, I've been dealing with this season of depression for about 2-3 years now, and I've just now kind of realized why in making this video. You're gonna have to talk it out and be like, okay, what is it about this video? What is it about this season? You know, did your mom pass? Did your dad pass? Like, did you lose a baby? Like, did you have a miscarriage? Did you flunk out of school? Did somebody get arrested? Was it a car accident? Did you witness something traumatic? Like, were you sexually assaulted? It's gonna have to be something. It's something that about this period of time that automatically puts you inside of a bad, you know, in a bad area. You're gonna have to figure out what, you know, what that is, okay? And then once you get that, figure out what would make that feel better. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So for me, like I said, I've always wanted, you know, to have this family feeling during the holidays. So outside of binge watching movies and things like that, you know, I'm probably going to, you know, be stocking up on hot chocolate, and you know, it's gonna be getting cold, so I'm not gonna be able to take my kids outside. So, you know, probably getting, you know, a whole bunch of board games, you know, like some Candyland and some Twister, and Chloe is 5, so Candyland, Twister, comment some other kids games down here, because I can't really think of anything right now that she would enjoy outside of Candyland and Twister. Something that, you know, a 5-year-old can do. Game nights like that, you know, so we can have family oriented times. I'm gonna get us some pumpkins this week, and you know, we can do that. So, but like I said, that's for me though. You know, depending on what your it is, that may not be that simple, you know, because if you lost a baby around this time of the year, or whenever your season of depression is, obviously you can't go, you know, and there's no supplement for that. And so I can't tell you either to go visit that grave or to mourn however you need to. That's gonna be something that you're gonna have to figure out. But once you figure it out, it'll make it easier. But like I said, and then you may not even have it every year, because like I said, I didn't have this last year. I didn't go through seasonal depression last year. I was pregnant. I may have had my mood swings, but it wasn't this feeling of, you know, I'm just, my emotions, they just all over the place. I know exactly what it is. So, but there's nothing wrong though. But that's what I wanted to make this video for, because it's definitely something that I think a lot of people deal with, but they don't even really know it. And so I wanted to bring awareness to this, well, to that being seasonal depression. And again, I hope this kind of helped you some kind of way. Yep, that's pretty much kind of it for this. So figure out what it is, figure out what triggers you, figure out a way to kind of cope with it. And I hope this helped. And then I also hope that, you know, you're able to kind of get through it and it not be as bad. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me. I hope I either made you laugh or you learned something from this, or, you know, I hope it just wasn't a waste of your 13 minutes. So see you on the next video. Peace.